1 or 7. It's 2 days after Christmas, Monday the 27th. How exciting. Merry Christmas, Merry Customised. I don't know what you call it wherever you are from, but Merry everything. And I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. All right, here we are. And welcome back to another episode of How'd They Do That? I almost forgot then. I think you saw my brain ticking over. What is the name of this series? We're in Reddit, and we are going to be helping Beer Drinker 9000. I wasn't ready for that. Normally they're a bit of a bizarre name, but Beer Drinker 9000 today is your lucky day. Crack a beer, sit back, relax, and get into this video. This was recorded around 1995. My hunch is that it's just 8mm film with some cool lights, but any input or ideas would be helpful. Thanks. All right, let's have a look at his video that he's referencing against. I did have a quick look at this yesterday, but this is super cool. It could also be VHS. Oh, it's not going to zoom in. All right. It could also be like a VHS thing. I don't know if this is 8mm film. I'm going to trust that it is from 1995. I don't know where that information is coming from. Now, to recreate this effect, there's a couple of things you could do, and I'm going to show you a few of the websites that will allow us to do that. First of all, you could go and get a VHS camera or a film camera, shoot what you're looking to shoot, have it digitized, as in make it, bring it back to being able to work on the computer, which can be quite costly with those formats, and away you go. Secondly, you can use some sort of plugin. Now, the one that I have in mind is from Maxon, M-A-X-O-N, or Red Giant, and I think they actually merged recently, so I'm going to open a new window, Maxon. I'm going to take you right there. I'm going to have a quick look. I also own this pack of plugins, so I will be able to show you in real life. So down the very bottom of this website, they've got Universe. I'm going to hit Learn More. Now, this is kind of like a pack of their plugins, and there's another thing. They're not called plugins, but plugins and effects. So we're going to go down here to, is it generators? No. View all effects. I think it's in this one. Yeah, here it is. So I'll just pause on this screen. Let's have a quick look here. So we've got a few things in here. We've got this one, which is the VHS effect. We then have retrograde, which is the other one that I would recommend. Now, that will help recreate 8mm and 16mm film. The last one is probably retro future, so it might help give an overall retro look. And you can put it on text or you can put it on footage. AV Club, this could also help. So there's a bunch of really cool... This whole pack is designed around vintage looks. So what I'm going to do is grab a bit of footage today. I've got this Red Giant / Maxon pack installed inside of... It might be an After Effects thing. We can do After Effects here. So I'm going to show you inside of After Effects. You may be able to have them used in Premiere Pro, but I haven't looked. But After Effects is super easy to download. I know this is video editing. Kind of works in video editing. Anyways, let's go find a bit of footage and drag some of these effects on and see how close we can get to your example. Fun note, when applying this effect, it will be more convincing if you have it on footage that kind of has that handheld, not a shallow depth of field video or film vibe. It's just started raining, so if you do hear the rain. Alrighty, let's grab this clip. So I'm going to bring this into After Effects. There's our bit of footage. Let's make a new comp. We're going to drag that down to the new comp button. Now we've got our footage in a comp. Here it is. This is of a giant teddy bear being stuffed inside of a helicopter. Who would have thought we would have been here today? This is from a music video that I was involved in. I will put the link in the comments section or the YouTube description of this video. All right, let's turn adaptive resolution off so it stays nice and high res. Let's just trim this up, and we'll just adjust using N and B on our keyboard. We can adjust our in and our out point. Right click, trim comp to work area. Now we've got a nice little tidy bear bin stuff. Now if we head over to our effects presets, I'm just going to make this window a little bigger. Here we go. Let's delete that. Now I've got Red Giant, which is what RG stands for. And we're going to look at, I think it's in Stylize. Yes, this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Okay, retrograde, simple click and drag effect. And it usually will allow us to open up some sort of, look at that, it's already doing something cool. They usually have a full presets panel, which I'm just opening up a bit bigger here for everyone. So we've got our, let's go into universe. We're going to go into, what have we pulled in here? Retrograde, generators, stylize. Now I think, I haven't, here's retrograde. So we've applied that effect. And then when we click on it inside of this presets window, we get more effects. And you can see as we click through them, if I update the preset, it will update the clip with that new preset. So I can hit 0. Oh my gosh, I'm going to turn that noise off. I can hit 0 here. And you can see that it's applying the 8mm effect. It hasn't quite got the same glow for the example that you were looking for. And it's also slowed down the frame rate, which is really cool. So it gets that like 8mm film feel. Let me go full screen then. Can I do full screen? There we go. I'm just going to move this off the other side and I'll hit play again on this. But that's pretty cool. You can see that it's making the highlights quite glowy, which is one of the defining factors of that video that you had as an example. Let's unfull screen that. Let's try a different effect. Let's try 8mm color shift. All right. How do we click that? No, click this, apply effect. There we go, color shift. All right, just took a little bit. Let's go full screen on this one. I'm going to preview it. It'll be a little slow to begin with. So that's pretty cool. It's got like a color adjustment to it. Chromatic aberration going on down the left-hand side here with a bit of an insert. That looks pretty cool. As you can see, because it's behind the scenes footage, we haven't got that really cinematic shallow depth of field. So when we're applying these effects, it's looking more realistic. If we, had this applied to a really beautiful shot from, an Alexa or a Red, it might not have that exact same effect. It could, but I would definitely say using an iPhone or a DSLR will get maybe a more organic result when applying these effects. So that's Retrograde from Red Giant. Also, side note, not sponsored by Red Giant, not sponsored by Maxon. This is just what I would use personally to recreate those effects as fast as possible. There would be ways inside of After Effects to kind of drag and drop and make your own effect or version of this. But these are just some cool... These is a purchasable preset or pack. But yeah, I think it's well worth the money. So let's click over here, delete Retrograde. So we go back to our original. Let's go over, we're going to open up a different preferences panel. Let's open up Grain 6. What was the other one we saw back here? Let me just jump back to the website. VHS, let's try that, which was here. Drag and drop VHS. This may get closer again to what you're looking for, which I definitely think it is immediately. So you can see here, we're getting that organic glow. Let me turn the resolution up here. We're getting that glow off these highlights, which is again a really big part of that example. This is probably more closer than the film one. I do apologize. I've wasted your time getting to this stage. But that's a drag and drop effect. Really, really simple. And once it renders, which it's almost about to finish rendering, let me just check that. Oh, it's about halfway through. It's done some interesting things. We've got some like lines going through it. We've got some grain. We've got some like tape VHS-y kind of effect happening here. And again, those highlights are glowing. So here it is at full speed. Looks really cool. And I would say that if you were to take that effect and apply it to some band footage or a music video, if that's what you're looking to create, you would get pretty close to the final effect. So I think that about, gets us there. That's from Red Giant, from Maxon. It's a purchasable pack. I think it's a subscription. You can subscribe to the whole thing or just one of. I'll put the website and how to find that in the link comment section below. And remember to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm really trying to build this up. Empire Online is really new in this community, but I'm looking at really putting a huge amount of energy and effort throughout 2022 on the YouTube, on our purchasable content, on our free content. We've even got a TikTok, which is kind of fun and wacky. We'll be adding new stuff in. So yeah, if you can hit subscribe, hit that thumbs up button and help build this community, share it with a friend, say hello. Let's make it happen. Come on. All right, one more. I'll clap us out of here. Take one. Complete. Tail slap.